Hey, how you doing, YouTube? This is Jackiediamondz, aka Jackie D, bringing you my very first Pokemon Nuzlocke, very first Pokemon anything, very first content on YouTube, and I'm very excited to announce the fact that I will be uploading and actually having a brand new experience with YouTube and doing everything that I can to actually bring you guys some positive content. So I'm gonna start off by naming my very first kind of inspirations to make me even start a YouTube account. So some of those people are, maybe if you already know, if you're already watching my Nuzlocke, you already know of a couple other Nuzlockers. So my kind of group that I usually really loved and watched are Original 151. That's one of my favorites. Vinny. I love United Days, United Gamer, whatever he wants to be called. Dylan. You got King Corfish, Game Boy Luke, especially King Corfish, and let's see, we got Patters and Asteroid videos. The list goes on. So that was kind of my little Pokemon Nuzlocke crew. They all pretty much know each other. Oh, and you can't forget Shady Penguin. They all pretty much know each other, and they make a lot of YouTube videos together. So I just wanted to kind of get out there a little bit more and kind of, I don't know, maybe one day I can even join them. So this is my Pokemon Firered Nuzlocke, Randomizer Nuzlocke. Everything in the game is randomized. Items, TMs, wild encounters, Pokemon trainer, Pokemon, the whole nine. So I'm going to be bringing you a lot of positive content about my Pokemon journey, and hopefully you'll like it. So that being said, let's get it started. Alright, so this is Wednesday, December 16th, around 12:16 p.m. that I'm recording this. This is awesome. You know, I'm very excited to actually be doing something like this. Those of you who don't know what a Nuzlocke is, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you do, but those of you who don't, I'm going to break down the rules for you. So, a Nuzlocke pretty much is, they got pretty much four main big rules. I mean, there's a couple other ones. You guys can jot them down in the comment section, but I'm going to follow down from what I've seen in my experience and stuff. So definitely rule number one with a Nuzlocke is always, which I always sometimes forget, is always nickname your Pokemon. No matter what, it's always got to be nicknamed. That's just one of the rules. And so out of instinct sometimes, I won't even nickname some of my Pokemon. So if I do that even once, forgive me. I swear to God, I will go to the name raider and I will nickname my Pokemon. But do not tear my head off in the comment section for that. If I make one little mistake, because I'm so used to the fact about, oh, do you want to nickname a Pokemon? No, just I always make that mistake. So I will try my best to not forget about that. So that's one of the rules, is always nickname your Pokemon. Second rule of a Nuzlocke, you always catch the first Pokemon in the route. So if it's a new route, you can only catch the very first Pokemon that you encounter there. If you forfeit your encounter or the encounter teleports, too bad, you cannot get a new encounter in that route. That's your encounter, and that's what counted. But if you do catch it, more power to you. And another thing is if you already caught that species and you encounter again, but that's your first encounter, that's a dupe's clause, and you can't catch it again. I do the rule of species clause too, so if I have a Wartortle and you find a Squirtle in the grass, I would forfeit that counter too. So I'm going to play it that way. Another big rule of the Nuzlocke, and that's the most important rule, is if your Pokemon dies, it's gone for good. So you can either release it or you can put it in a box. In our case, we're going to make a separate box, box 14, the death box. Hopefully we're not going to have to turn that into a cemetery, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not the best Pokemon player in the world. We will definitely have some deaths, and I'm just so excited to even start this series. I'm so excited to even be talking to you guys right now, because this is just such a great opportunity that I had. My younger brother just got me started up on Streamlabs, and had his friend that he's been talking to online hooked me up with a Pokemon emulator. This is just going to be a tremendous experience, and I hope that you all will enjoy me. For me, not just for my Pokemon content, but for how I am or whatever. I'm a pretty positive guy, so if you need someone to watch to cheer you up, I'm your man. So as any Pokemon game starts off, we will be starting off with the Professor. Oh, and that's how you know it's randomized, because it's a Ho-Oh that comes out of this Pokeball. It's usually an Nidoran. You guys who are familiar with Pokemon Leaf Green and Fire Red. It's good to know the Nuzlocke is actually working good. That the randomizer is working good. But yeah, as any other Pokemon game, the Pokemon Professor will give you the rundown and stuff like that. So we have to pretty much make our name here. So tell me, are you a boy or a girl? Let's begin with your name. What is it? All right, so I'm gonna be Jackie. And those of you who are like, oh man, Jackie's a girl's name. No. That's not how really I was raised. So my friends usually just call me Jackie because, you know, it's not Jackie. It's, yo, Jackie. Jackie. Something like that, I don't know. Make fun of me all you guys want. I don't care. I'm just one of those guys. And is it Jackie? Yes, it is. So I'm going to name my rival after one of my biggest Pokemon rivals back in the day who grew up from me right across from my street. His name is Angel. And shout out to my boy Angel, who always was playing Pokemon with me back in the day. Pokemon Red and Blue, Gold and Silver, all those games. They were just pretty much everything. But Pokemon's a big part of me. Like I love Pokemon. I watch the anime. I watch. I don't really watch the new anime too much because, you know, it's evolved way after my time. But I used to do so much with this kind of stuff, and it was just a big part of my childhood. So I thought, you know, maybe I could kind of document it and put it online for now. Biggest thing you want to do, always grab this potion whenever you're doing a Nuzlocke. I believe these potions are in Diamond and Pearl and Ruby and Sapphire as well. I don't know about the newer generations. Someone could quote me on that. Alright, so you know, let's talk to our mom here. Let's see what she's got to say. Right, all boys leave home someday. It said so on TV. Oh yes, Perfected Oak next door was looking for you. Oh, did not want to do it. So I'm gonna change the text speed to fast because I feel like that will give us some problems when we're kind of trying to speed it up a little bit. So I'm gonna change it to fast. All right, let's get that out of the way. And yes, I'm using a laptop, so forgive me if the keyboard is a little too loud for you guys. I'm gonna do whatever I can to fix whatever mistakes that was in episode 1 to, you know, put it in episode 2. I don't really have too much stuff, but, you know, this is my first Pokemon anything, so it's not going to be perfect. So, that being said, we tried to go out in the woods, and Professor Oak, so, you know, it's crazy how if you try to go in the lab before this, Professor Oak's nowhere to be found in Pallet Town whatsoever. All of a sudden you want to go out in the woods, and he comes, you know, wherever he was. Alright. You gotta stay hydrated with that vitamin water, as advertised, or used to be advertised by 50 Cent. But it's one of my favorite drinks. Gotta stay hydrated, you know what I'm saying? Alright. So this is where we can actually have our first possible and first Pokemon. So we can actually see the list of what our first possible Pokemon could be for our randomizer Nuzlocke, and it could be anything. So that's why I love these things. They're always exciting. They're always it's awesome, you know. So the first Pokemon that we can actually possibly get, I'm not gonna choose it. You know, I'm very slippery with the buttons, so hopefully I don't accidentally take it. All right. So do you want the Poison Pokemon Nidorina? Nidorena's not too bad. It's not the greatest either, but it's kind of useless without a Moonstone. But who knows? All the items are randomized too, so maybe we can find a Moonstone. I mean, if that's our best choice that we have here. But it's a so-so Pokemon. It's a Poison type. I don't think it gets the ground ability until it's a Nidoqueen anyway. So the second Pokemon's an Octorly. Not bad. Not bad. I wish I could get all the legendary Pokemon starters that all these other Nuzlockers get, you know? I mean, where's my luck? So I believe it's a water poison type, but I don't know for sure. I know it's got some poison. Ooh, and the last one's a Houndoom. Ooh, that's not bad either. That is not bad either. You know what? I think it actually is primary dark, not primary fire, even though it's a fire Pokemon. And everyone usually suspects fire. I think it's a primary dark. So usually I would, you know, what am I saying usually? I'm not even used to YouTube whatsoever, but I usually see a lot of Nuzlockers dedicate their very first episode to having a comment section pick out their Pokemon. But in this case, I don't really have a big comment section, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to just pick out the best Pokemon that I think is going to be the most successful for my Pokemon journey. So out of Octillery, Houndoom, and Nidorina, my favorite choice and the best thing that I think I'm seeing here is this Houndoom, and I'm going to go ahead and take it. So this is quite awesome. Hopefully our rival doesn't get the Octillery. And you know, I don't even think when we fight our rival, it's going to be an Octillery, because that's how I got the randomizer set up. So yes. See, I'm very tricky with that that slippery finger, because I'm so used to, out of instinct, into not nicknaming my Pokemon, that I accidentally just don't do it. So do not tear my head off if I accidentally do that. But this case, I did catch on to it. So we're going to nickname our female Houndoom. Let's see, what do we want to name our female Houndoom? So, alright, so my stepdad has a dog named Bailey, and it's a massive pit bull. And I think that, you know, I'm going to have my first Pokemon ever in my series named after that dog, because she's a pretty chill dog, you know? Maybe I'll put her on the channel one time. If she's lucky enough to have the satisfaction, you know, once I actually start doing stuff like, you know, YouTube Live and all that stuff. But, you know, we'll do it we'll cross that bridge once we get to it. Alright, so now that our buddy Angel has chosen his Pokemon, you know, it's crazy. He actually chose the Pokemon, like, he usually chooses the Pokemon that you're weak to. And in this case, Octillery has the upper advantage against Houndoom, and that's kind of crazy how that actually randomized. So we'll see if he actually does have the Octillery. If he does have the Octillery, we're kind of in some trouble, but that's okay, because our Nuzlocke does not begin until we get our Pokeballs anyway, so we can lose this fight all out of love, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so Bailey, let's see what you got. And of course, Professor Oak's is going to give us the rundown here. So, it's a Diglett. I'm not too worried about that. It is a ground type, but I guarantee you it doesn't even have any ground type attacks right now. But you never know. Okay, so we got Leer, Howl, and Ember. Not too bad. I'm glad we got Ember. You know, Ember's a pretty good starting move. How much is that? Yeah, it does half. So we will two-shot this. And just like that, we do get our very first Pokemon battle out of the way, and we beat Angel. Alright, and we don't quite get up to level 6, but that's okay, because we shall do some grinding in the grass and get our Bailey up a notch. Alright. So, we do have the option of getting the town map from our rival sister, Daisy, but I'm not going to do that because I pretty much know where all to go, and we could talk to this guy right here. We could get a potion. There we go. I'll take all the healing items we can, because in a Nuzlocke, you definitely want all the healing items you can, because you can't let one of your Pokemon fail. Ooh, a Caesar. That is not bad. That's a possible first encounter that we can get. Now, these encounters do not count because still we do not have the Pokeballs yet. Once we do deliver Professor Oak's parcel, then our game begins. So, you know what? Actually, I should not have ran from that. We could have gotten some decent experience from that. But, you know, it's whatever. We'll fight the next one. We'll get some experience. We'll get us up to level 6. Let's see what else we can find here. Oh, a Teddy Ursa. Teddy Ursa. I wouldn't mind having an Ursa ring either, but I'd rather get that Caesar. That Caesar is boss. Oh, a critical hit. Look at Bailey go. Look at that. 70 EXP. Alright. We're on the road to Viridian City. Those of you guys who know that from the Pokemon anime VHS tapes way back in the day. After an episode was over or something like that, would be playing after the end credits. Songs like that. And also the original Pokemon rap. Oh god, I love those days. I used to rent those old VHS tapes from Blockbuster when I was a kid. I had to see like the entire first season. They're like, and the first season of Pokemon was like 86 episodes, the original Gotta Catch 'Em All series. So, you know, I definitely did some watching back then. So we got the parcel. Alright, so we got the parcel. And, you know, quickly I'm going to go over here west of a little bit. And there's usually a potion in here in regular game, but we're going to see how the randomizer actually worked with items. So this is usually a potion. Let's see what it randomizes to. Yeah, randomizes. Is that even a word? A Pitaya berry. Okay, so that's a berry. So in this game, you automatically get a berry pouch if you find your first berry. So what does a Pitaya berry even do again? I forget what that is. Okay, raise a special attack in battle. So we're probably never going to use that, but it's cool to know. I mean, I'll take whatever I can in this randomizer. So it's good to have everything you can get in a randomizer. In my case, I'd rather be happier with a potion that was normally there, but you know, we'll probably get luck with the next item. So in this case, we're going to go skip. We're going to go down the hedge, skip the grass, and we're going to save all that for our encounter once we get the Pokeballs and our Nuzlocke actually finally begins. So let's make our way back to Professor Oak. Ooh, we could also get a Chinchou. That's not a bad choice either. This is not bad at all. Water and electric type. Let's see how well he takes December. Crit too. Jeez, Bailey's got like a high crit rate. So you know what? Ooh. That's terrible. Already got the para on me though. So he is gonna go first because your speed halves once you get paralyzed. But Bailey did kill it and she pulled through. Alright. So those of you who don't even know, your mom is your Pokemon Center in Pallet Town. You should take a quick rest. Thanks, Ma. Alright. That being said, let's just make our way back to Professor Oak's lab and deliver him his parcel. And this is where he gives us our Pokedex and all that stuff. Alright. Gramps! What's going on, Ange? Forget something? Okay, I have a request for you two. Okay. Take these with you. So we got the Pokedex. And I believe this randomizer is only generations 1, 2, and 3 Pokemon. So that's not like Gen 4 and 5 Pokemon that you see in some other people's Let's Plays and stuff like that. So I didn't go all out with this, you know, this is just a little something from my very first video. You know, because I always wanted to do something like this, and if it's a success, we'll be bringing you way more content. So, alright. Okay, I'm sorry, so now you can get the town map apparently, but we're still not going to go get it because it's pretty much useless in this game. Because I already know where to go. Alright, so, that being said, let's dive into the grass and see what our very first Pokemon encounter can be. And I am going to remember to nickname it this time. Good thing I caught myself here. Alright, so let's make our way as high as we can up the route. Okay, so this is our first encounter. The Scizor! The Scizor! That's a freaking great Pokemon, man. Like, it's a steel bug type. It's... We got some luck here, but... Crazy thing is, I don't think I can touch this thing. Leer and Howl are pretty much useless because I don't have any attacking moves. I don't have a special attacking move, and it's quad weak to fire, bug and steel type. So I'm gonna just have to get lucky and just chuck a few balls at this thing. So I'm gonna throw 2 balls at this. If it doesn't catch, then we'll move on to route 2 because I need some of these balls. Quick attack. Oh god, this thing would be so awesome to have. One, 2, Game Boy Luke. Ooh. Yeah, so those of you who don't know that, after the second shake, it is a big thing kind of on YouTube to actually quote that Game Boy Luke. So I already threw 2 balls. We're not going to waste our time with this. It would be a great encounter, so we just forfeited our first encounter from Route 1. But I'm going to move on to Route 2, or Route whatever is on the west where you can battle Gary. So we can get our second encounter. We have up to 4 Pokemon that we can catch, so I forfeited 1, so I have 3 more opportunities to get before we take on Brock, the first gym. So I am praying that we can actually, you know, get a second Pokemon, hopefully, but by the way this is going. That Scizor was just bad luck because the Ember guarantee would have killed it. hands down. Because of his quad week, there was no way it was taking that. But, you know, you gotta risk sometimes. You gotta risk. Ooh, that's not bad either. An Electabuzz. Okay, I'm glad I didn't raise Bailey up to level 7 because for issues like this, you don't want it to be too powerful where it just one-shots Pokemon in one shot. It's already got Thunder Punch. It's already got Thunder Punch. Alright, so one more Ember should not kill. However, if we get a crit, that would be bad. So we're going to try one more Ember and hope to God that it does not give a crit. Alright, cool. We're in the good. We're in the good. And hope to God that Electabuzz doesn't get a crit either. But we're gonna try. We got 3 chances at this. So the Electabuzz will not be bad. But it didn't even shake. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna heal up Bailey. I want Electabuzz accidentally killing it. Alright, and we're going to try these last 2 balls. That's not looking good, folks. That's not looking good. But we have one more ball, and I don't think that we can get it. But here's hoping. Game Boy Luke. That's what I'm freaking talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Game Boy Luke, shout out to my boy Game Boy Luke for actually giving me that little strategy. It's just so awesome, and this is my first freaking video too that actually works. So, and it's a Pokemon that I really wanted. So, give a nickname to Electabuzz. Yes, you know what? We're gonna do that, and we're gonna shout out. You know, just because we said Game Boy Luke for that, we're gonna name this Electabuzz Luke because that was purely luck from the man himself. All the way from the UK. And that's awesome. That is awesome. Alright, so the final ball, it couldn't get any more, you couldn't get any more nostalgia than that. The final ball, the technique, Squidward. So we're going to heal up our Pokemon, and we're going to call that an episode. So I'd say that's a pretty good start. We didn't get the Scizor, but we did make up for it with the Electabuzz, with our buddy Luke. So that being said, we are going to do a little bit more grinding in the next episode. So I hope you enjoyed this very first episode of the Pokemon Randomized Nuzlocke, my Firered Let's Play. If you guys have any more content or any more suggestions that you want me to do, feel free to message me down in the comment section. But I would say this is a very successful first video, and we'll see you guys next time. Make sure you give this video a like and subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time.